So we're going to look at this example of two cities and we're going to make a comparison between their temperatures. We're going to pay attention to the scale because that's really important here. So let's first just answer the questions, and then we're going to go back and see a trick to help us understand this better. So first, let's just answer the questions that are given. They're asking us to analyze the box plot and look at a couple things, like the median, for example. I'm going to find the median. The median is in the middle of the box for Kingman, which is 76. And the median for Barstow is right here. It's on this line between 70 and 72, which is 71. So based on the medians, although they look like they're in the same spot, turns out that 76 is higher than 71. So we're going to say on average, the temperature in Kingman is higher in Kingman than it is in Barstow because the median is greater. Easy enough. The next thing it's going to ask us is for the IQR, and I'm going to scroll down a minute to find that. To find the IQR, I'm going to subtract the upper quartile, or the Q3, minus the lower quartile, or the Q1. So I'm going to subtract 78 minus 74. We're going to subtract 76 minus 61. Okay, so based on the IQR, what am I making conclude about it? It says, which of these is true? The high temperature in Barstow is more consistent than the high temperature in Kingman. The high temperature in Kingman is more consistent than Barstow. The high temperatures have the same variability, or they are likely to be in different states. Whether or not they're in different states, that's a possibility. I don't know if it's enough information for me to know that, because states can be pretty big. I mean, right? But the one that's clear is that the temperatures in Kingman are more consistent than the ones in Barstow. Barstow has a greater variability. So having a greater variability is the opposite of being consistent. So we're going to say that it's B. The temperatures in Kingman are more consistent. They're closer together than the ones in Barstow. Now, we're going to look at this one more time from the beginning. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to take this box plot for Kingman. I'm going to redraw it on the same number line with the same scale as Barstow. And I'm going to notice carefully that, so here's the min at 70 and then 74. And I notice that the scale here is different. See how it's going up by 2s and not by 1s? And then 76, 78, and 80. And when I do that and I draw this box plot for Kingman, this one over here, and I draw it over here instead. So when I redraw this one on this side, now I can, when I compare them, I say, well, clearly the middle 50% of Kingman is, first of all, much smaller. It's a smaller box, okay? And it's further to the right. It's further to the right. So it's definitely, those temperatures are in general higher or greater than the ones at Barstow. And it's very clear when they're on the same scale. So it's really important that when you're comparing box plots or line plots or any graph, that you use the same scale so you can see easily, because the point of making a graph is so it's something easy to see. And we can clearly see that the blue graph, the blue box plot, is further to the right than the purple one. So now, and it's also smaller, so it's more consistent, because the smaller it is, the more consistent it is. Well, I hope this helps.